All right, today's topic. Do you need a $1,000 fly rod? Absolutely, unequivocally not. Now, if you do have 12 or 13 or 1400 bucks laying around, you could get a G. Loomis Asquith, you could get a Sage X, you could get a Gale Force. That's what I'm jonesing for. But you don't happen to have $1,300 laying around right now. I would rather spend it on airplane tickets and gas money to get me to the fish. Here's what I did this morning. I was fishing some kind of sketchy water, and I was fishing my little Max Catch Sky Touch. 13'6" 8-weight. And the reason I was fishing it is because I just wanted, it's the only 13'6" I have in an 8-weight. So I was casting T14, a weighted dumbbell fly, a 575 grain Skagit head, and I was having a heck of a time, you know, and it was at that point I was thinking, you know, that's where this rod doesn't quite stand up to a $1,300 rod. And then I started to realize, you know, if I touch and go this thing, snake roll, well, more like single spay, this thing flew pretty good. So I decided, well, the problem is, it's not that the rod's failing, it was my technique. So, you know, I preferred before today the 630 grain Scientific Anglers Skagit head on this thing. It would bend this rod. But when I got in a fishing situation with 500 grains, or 575, and 10 feet of T14 and dumbbell eyes, I forgot what I was going to say. But the point is, things are different on the river than they are when you're practicing casting, even if you're practicing on the river. So I started like really peeling this thing as hard as I could. And when I found the sweet spot, this thing flew like crazy. So it wasn't the fact that my rod wasn't expensive enough or that it didn't, see, it felt a little like it wanted to fold a little bit earlier. But when I got my act together and I found the sweet spot, got my anchor close by, and then just ripped on that peel, I mean like crazy, like more than I ever have. This thing flew like crazy. And so, well, a lot of guys don't like to peel. They think it scares the fish. But the thing is, it touch and goes casts. You can single spay or snake roll with it just fine. So, you don't like that? Get your touch and go technique down pat. So, like, and I love the fly shops. I love Fin and Fire. And, you know, I would prefer to always support them, and I think we should. But I would tell the guys at Fin and Fire, man, if you need a backup rod for 120 bucks, here it is, and it's a doozy. These Max Catch, these little Max Catch rods, see, the old Max, there it is, the old Max Catch Sky Toucher, man. You get your technique down, you don't need a $1,200 rod. This 121 does just fine. So anyway, I decided to make this just because I'm happy and I'm excited. And I'm fishing for steelhead and it's not raining. And anyway, Max Catch Sky Touch, if you can't afford a $1,300 one, this one will really work good for you if you try and you practice and you take lessons and take $1,200 worth of lessons, and you'll do just as good. I should have said that last part. Okay.